I don't usually show the whole train, but it's only a minute long. I was actually headed out to a spot where I could get it over the bridge, but caught me by surprise. I didn't make it there in time, so I had to turn around. It was southbound. I'm just north of Princeton. This is a southbound grain train on CSX, Patoka, Indiana, which is a few miles north of Princeton. There's a really cool bridge over a road and a river there, the Patoka River, which I was hoping to film. There's a dead animal nearby, and I couldn't stand the smell. Sorry. I had to go up here to where I could at least breathe while I filmed the train. Hopefully I'll get back to the other spot here pretty soon. I don't know where they're going. There is no coal train at the Gibson County coal loop right now. There is another coal loading facility farther west. Maybe they're going out there. So somebody asked me to explain the operations, the rail operations at the Toyota plant in Princeton again. The only way I know to do that is to use my computer and sort of scroll around. So I'm actually, filming the computer. So this is the plant. There's actually two plants here, called the East plant and the West plant. The East plant runs Highlanders and Siennas. The West plant right now runs only the Highlander. That's going to be changing in the future. So I'm going to scroll down. Actually, the top of the screen up here is north. So it's oriented, pretty much due north. Using my high-tech pointer here, this is what's called a marshalling yard in here. All these are completed vehicles. These are rail cars. This would be where they load the vehicles from probably the East plant, and this is probably where they load the vehicles from the West plant. So as you can see, there's 6 auto racks in one line, and there's 7, 8, 9, 10 rows across. Of course, these rows here are a little bit shorter. So they can hold, 45 to 60 auto racks probably up here, and down here this is a little shorter. So this is a county road right here that the line runs underneath. there's no walkway right here. I have stood there and taken pictures, but it's really kind of dangerous. It's not really, there's a lot of traffic on that, truck traffic and car traffic, so it's not really a good place to hang out. So going on up, the line splits right underneath after it crosses under the road. So going around to the right here, there's another yard right here. That is where all the auto racks are kept, both full and empty. So this yard used to be switched by R.J. Corman. I don't know who the operator is now. I've heard it, they've got a different operator, and the engine there is no longer an R.J. Corman engine. It used to be R.J. Corman. You can't get to this at all. You can see it in the distance, but you can't really see anything. Here's where they drive in and park, the employees park, but you know, that's off limits, so I can't get to it at all. So let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, so this end of the yard, the east end of the yard, crosses this county road, and you can get to that pretty well. But this line right here at the east end of the yard sort of curves around like this, and it ties into the Norfolk Southern line with a Y. Last time I was here, I shot a video right here of a coal train going around this curve. So this is where Norfolk Southern accesses that yard. So this is east going toward Louisville. This is west going toward Princeton, Indiana, Princeton's yard. So Norfolk Southern can access it that way. Go back to the yard, and let's go the other way after this Y right here. This facility right here, I'm going to zoom. Oh, darn it. Don't do that to me. I'm going to zoom a little bit. This is a steel supplier, and they handle all the scrap. So this is where they actually, steel coils come in here, and they will cut the coils to the right width, and then they'll also send a lot of scrap out here. So this is associated with Toyota, but it is a vendor. Yeah. Okay. So following the line this way, sort of going northwest, goes underneath the road here. This is Route 41, and it ties into the CSX line right here. So this is the old Chicago and Eastern Illinois. They've got a little yard here where they keep empty auto racks, but not very many. So the plant is served by both Norfolk Southern and CSX. But it's not switched by them. All Norfolk Southern and CSX do are they deliver and pick up cars from this yard right here. Another contractor actually delivers cars to the plant, right here. So another contractor does all the switching for the plant into the Marshall yard. I don't know what the volume is. I don't know what percentage gets shipped by rail, what percentage gets shipped by truck. How may go on Norfolk Southern, how may go on CSX. I don't know, and I don't have any way of finding that out. So let's go back and look at Princeton itself. Okay, so I have to zoom out a little bit. So again, this is the Norfolk Southern line coming across into Princeton right here. This is their yard here. And I'll zoom out, and again, you can sort of see where the shops are. This was the roundhouse. Roundhouse was still standing. It was falling down, but it was still standing till a few years ago, and they finally tore it down. It's all privately owned now. It's not owned by the railroad. These shops over here are owned by another industry, and they manufacture something in here. These are the old car shops for the Southern. All right, so here is the diamond right here. So Norfolk Southern comes in, crosses on the diamond, and they stay on the west side. So they're on the west side when it passes the depot. CSX is coming in here. There is a passing siding here, and often CSX trains will wait right here. If the diamond is occupied, they'll wait right here. So a lot of times when you see me park, I'm parked at the diamond. I'm parked in the shade of these trees right here. That's where I'm parked. So that's the Norfolk Southern and the CSX operations around the Toyota plant. I'm going to show you one other thing real quick, because I think it's kind of interesting. Actually, I started to make a video of it one time, but I changed. I didn't think it was worthy of a video. So at one time, Southern had a line that split off right here and ran into town to their passenger station. So the line is still intact to this grain elevator, which the grain elevator no longer gets rail service. Right here, the line ends right at this road. But they store auto racks on it sometimes. So you can follow the line along here, crosses Route 64, goes through there, curves, and it runs down. I believe it's this, well, they don't have the streets marked. I don't have it zoomed in enough. Anyhow, it ran down this street right here, which is now Brumfeld Avenue, and the Southern Passenger Depot, which I've shown you pictures of, used to be right here. And it did street running till it went out of town. You sort of see the right-of-way here, past that roundabout, goes through the trees, and it ties back in. There was another diamond here, crossed over CSX and tied back into the Southern line right here. There's just not enough there left there to show you to make it interesting, so I never did a video about it. All right, I've talked long enough. Hope this wasn't too boring. But just shot 2 trains tonight, so I thought I'd go ahead and tack this on here now. So if you have any more questions about the operations of the Toyota in Princeton, let me know, and I'll answer them in this manner as best I can. And I had another question about Vincennes, but I'll put that in a different video. So everybody stay safe.